I don't want to read all. Alright, Skull Merchant, I'm gonna skim, by the way. I don't want to read verbatim. Skull Merchant, it doesn't feel like the Skull Merchant's power helps her enough in chase. It doesn't feel as though there's enough risk to having a claw trap. And the Skull Merchant is too good at holding free gen, because causing very long matches. They should understand why they're going for this, but I think they will. I think they've had enough feedback, right? The pain points are a common thread between the feedback many of you have given since the chapter released. To rectify each of them pain points, do they mean pinned to something? Don't know. Am I going to play it all? Yep, we'll be jumping on after reading a bit about this. Won't be long. Actually, I should. There we go. On the hunt, the merchants roll along on survivors, making them exposed for a longer time. This can push survivors away from stronger structures and into spots problem match. However, as many of you have pointed out, this doesn't really pose a threat when they're injured. This was fucking blatant, devs. Blatant. There were no repercussion of them being in there when injured. Getting hit will already put you into the dying state. So what they could have done is when they stay in it where injured, then you're insta-downable. That's not insta-downable, sorry. Moriable, right? That's a massive threat. They could have just done something like that, and then she's got anti-loop instantly. But I don't think they did that. They did something else. But that would push them away. It'd make them very, very scary. Even at like safe loops, you're still going to have that massive threat of just insta-dying. It's probably too strong for new players, though. I don't know. Anyway, though you could just run out. Likewise, claw traps don't feel equally threatening to all players, while we thought of having your location constantly broadcasted killer is enough. No. More confident survivors may actually welcome a chase. Wow! Wow, it actually sounds like they're understanding the game a tiny bit. Right? Who would have known? People want to get chased. You know, to improve our strength in chase, we have made a couple of changes. First, the Skull Merchant will now gain a growing haste effect.
100 months true.
Thank you, Tash Dej, for the 95 bloody months. Thank you, man. So yeah, so each person tracked on the radar will add 3%, then 5, 6, and 7. So they're not incentivizing more people getting it. You want to get the real buff on 2 people. Okay. 5%. 1 player with your food. Because the 6 and 7 means nothing. Obviously, we know that. It's basically the 5% you're looking at. That's the only thing that's going to matter. 1 player with your food, is that enough for a mouse 1 killer? Probably not, honestly. Looking at that. Both claw traps and active drones will contribute to this. The killer does not need to inspect the scanner, blah, blah, blah. Second, vaulting a pallet with a claw trap will cause that pallet to break, destroying the claw trap in the process, so it destroys it instantly. Okay. Previously part of the uncommon, blah, blah, blah. With this change, with this change, being chased with a claw trap attached becomes a lot more dangerous. Yeah. That's true. These combined adjustments allow the Skull Merchant to more frequently get value out of the power, regardless of whether the survivor she's chasing is injured. True. So she's going to be 5% faster, and you're going to break a pallet when you have a claw trap on. So her main strategy seems to be you place one of these things. The only thing is, do the survivors need to grab these things she places now? Because if they don't need to grab them, they won't do that. Like, you need them to grab them. Once they do grab them, you'll see them on the radar. You can follow them, and then they're a bit weaker, and you're going faster, right? 3%, sadly, not 5. In my opinion, it'd be probably... Oh, I don't know. I guess we'll see with these variables. Maybe 5... Wait, 5... 7.5... 10... With all 4 of them, I think it should be closer to 10. So 5, 5, 7, 8.5, 10 maybe. I don't know. I think I'd put it higher, but we'll see. Maybe it's enough. Because I don't think you'll get 4 all the time. Jennifer, generator defense. Skull Merchant excels when it comes to defending the cluster of 3 generators. Not only will drones not fire any time approach the generator, but she also easily replaces them once they're disabled. This can make matches, blah, blah, blah. Put a damper on ability to defend generators. Right, so she's going to be worse at defending generators. Drones are no longer immediately returned once they're disabled. Oh, shit. Okay, that's huge then. Okay, so the way you're going to have to play her is what I just said, I think. So they'll be returned once the traps are destroyed. This will make it more difficult to replace disabled drones on these generators. Yeah. That being said, we'll now limit how often the Skull Merchant will, can deploy the new drones. Therefore, a series of changes compensate for the loss of power. Ensure survivors cannot hold Claw Trap indefinitely to deny her from using the power. Claw Traps will now be instantly destroyed as soon as their battery expires. Really? So the Claw Trap gets destroyed when they vault a pallet, and the Claw Trap gets destroyed when the battery expires. So they don't need to do any slowdown for that. I guess that's good, though, because if they did hold on to them... Wait, them holding on to them into a bad thing, though, is it? Right? Because, no, that's a bad change. That's a bad change. So, first to ensure survivors can't hold Claw Traps indefinitely to deny her from using her power. She is using her power. Her power now seems to be, she sees you, she goes faster, right? And you break pallets when you slide them and then break the trap. The trap breaking randomly is the negative to her, isn't it? Because now you don't need to waste time to get rid of it. And you don't have a decision over it. Wouldn't you think? I feel that's weird. Like, them having the trap on them is a plus for you. The more people who have traps on them as well, you go faster. How is this? I don't understand this. This feels like a manipulative thing. It feels like they're pretending this is good for her, but I think this is bad, isn't it? Because if they trap indefinitely, it's very unlikely you're going to be getting into these percentages because they're going to be breaking automatically after a certain amount of time. So I don't get that. I don't get it. Do you get that? I don't see this as a good thing for her. Like they're talking as if it's the twins where they hold Victor. They still can do that, by the way. But it's different with her because her main strength now, for what it looks like, is the more claw traps she has on survivors, the more powerful she gets. And when people have claw traps on, they're weaker at loops. I don't know. It's a weird one, that. It feels weird. I don't do you get this? I don't think they need to have the claw traps break randomly. Second, drones will enter the unhackable state whenever a survivor with a claw trap is near. This will prevent a single survivor from running around to disable any drones. Yeah, that would break her. So good that they've done that. It's good that they thought about that. That's actually good understanding. Meaning the killer will always have some combination of 4 claw traps or drones available to them. Okay. Combined with the changes to claw traps mentioned above, the Skull Merchant will always get value out of her ability, whether it's through deployed drones or traps. Exactly. Exactly. You fucking said it here. The Skull Merchant will always get value out of her ability whenever it's through deployed drones or traps, right? So she'll get value out of her ability, right? Through traps. That's when the traps are on them. And then they say, deny her from using her power. And the traps will now be destroyed so she can use her power. But you're saying down here, you know, her power, her ability is the traps. That's what I mean. It doesn't make any sense to me, that, personally. Anyway, add-ons. Last but not least, we have a few add-ons, a few add-on changes to round out this update. Ultrasonic trap, since the add-on has been incorporated, blah, blah. I think this is just talking about undetectable. So reduces time to be for undetectable 50%. Good. These are good numbers, by the way. Not this fucking 10% and 15%, which is like 0.2 seconds and shit. 50%. It still might be 0.2 seconds, but at least it's half of what it was. It probably isn't it. Or maybe 0.1 second. It just sounds a lot, but yeah, whatever. And they've done something weird here as well, haven't they? This item's been changed to ultra rare to match its high effectiveness. So this is weird. So this is an ultra rare, and it puts everyone in claw traps, right? But the duration of claw traps survivor spawn with is only 40%. So these are going to break very fucking quick, aren't they? Like, you might get into one chase and then everyone else just break while they're on gens or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. This breaking thing where they don't have to do anything is really odd to me. Like, it's really strange. I don't know other than that. Prototype rotor, this add-on has been changed to very rare to its effectiveness, adaptive lighting, undetectable, yeah. And then screams, they've made the screams back to normal, blah, blah, blah. There you go. That's my 2 cents on it anyway. So there you go, guys. Reading it wrong, increases the battery lifetime by 40%. Oh, my bad. Okay. No, that's okay then, 140%. Yeah, that's a bit better, I guess. It's iridescent, so you're not really going to get to use it, but yeah. I retract that. That's okay, 140%. Before it was 150 to now it's 140. You really believe that? No, that doesn't sound right. Wait. They're only going to take 10% off, but they're going to word it weirdly like that. Wait. Let me just reread this. Do you have a link, guys? Do you have a link? A sub or something? There you go. Mod. Alright, quickly. Just because that doesn't sound right. Right, so let's verbatim this, right? Right. Since claw traps now provide a haste effect, this would make the killer very fast at the start of the match, in addition to revealing the survivor's positions. 7% fast. It's not that fucking fast, devs. Fucking hell, you're blight in the game. Therefore, we have reduced the duration of the claw traps survivors spawn with to 40% of the normal battery life. It was 150. No, this is 40%. Yes, I thought so. This isn't 140, guys. It's 40%. It's less than the normal battery life for the starting ones, and then all normal battery life for anything after that. I was right. So it's kind of shit. 40%, how long is that? How long do the batteries last? Does anyone know? Because then you'll be able to work out how long 40% will be. 18 seconds, are you kidding? How long is the normal battery life? Uh, 7.5 is huge. 5% is huge on mouse ones. I really don't think it is forced. I really don't think it is. I've been at level 1 and level 2. I've been at level 3 and a lot of the loops you can't get survivors at. I think the biggest thing will be breaking the pallets when they slide. I think that'll probably do the most damage. Yeah, I've been at level 3 versus strong survivors, and they've still been able to loop certain loops. That's 15%. 5% is not that crazy, guys. It's Bloodlust 1 and a bit. Well, 7%. It's Bloodlust 1 and a bit. It's not that crazy at all. It's a good addition to her breaking pallets when they slide over. But if it was just that and they didn't break pallets, she still would be very weak in chase. So they're gonna... Dude, these survivors are gonna be able to just be in chase, and these claw traps are just gonna break randomly mid-chase. You know that, right? Like, not from sliding. Just in general. They're gonna break. I guess you need to keep putting your drones down while you're chasing them, but that gives them time to run away. Yeah, that change they've done where the claw trap breaks, that isn't for killer. That's for survivor. I don't believe that's for that's a quality life for killer. I really don't.